Welcome to Karma on Deck. I'm Karma. This is your weekly tarot reading for the sign of Taurus for August 3rd. So let us pull some cards and see what's going on with you. No. I don't even know what's happening. You would think that it's Mercury all over again. So here we go, kids. This Taurus. Can't get anything to work today. All right, here we go. So, King of Coins, first thing that steps out the gate, Five of Cups, which is you being a little bit pragmatic, feeling as if things aren't going your way, or maybe just kind of being sure you vet the individuals that are in your energy. That has to do with your worry that people aren't telling you the truth. So, this card, the Five of Cups, is often about pragmatism. It's about you. Just worrying if someone is being as honest as they say they are, or being truthful, or even like sometimes this card doesn't necessarily mean that someone's being dishonest, but it can oftentimes tell us that we just don't trust their intentions. So some people could be telling the truth, and that's not a bad thing. That they don't want to tell us certain things that are important to us. It just means that it isn't allow us to be fully disclosed. Because what happens if they don't give us all the information? We can't give consent. Because if there was an element within a circumstance that we wouldn't be happy with, and they would hold that, like you're just kind of squinting, like this doesn't seem quite the way it, doesn't seem quite right, or it doesn't really seem as if you're everything you say you are. So perhaps this is you being very pragmatic and careful with the individuals around you. Seeing the Sun card, Queen of Coins, King of Coins. Let's take a look and see how this story progresses. Definitely being a little bit more social than you have been prior to this week. I am seeing the Judgment card, however, and in play, the Judgment card is three-headed dragon. It means tension. There's even an anvil. Like, what do you do when you have a anvil? You beat the steel and sharpen the blade. Okay? Not often fun. However, it's necessary to get the equipment that we want. Substance, right? We do have the Page of Wands, and that tells me there are some things that you might be learning this upcoming week. It might be you taking on a new class, new education model, or just in general learning something new. This might be stressing you all the way out because the Judgment card is right here too. Your intuition is kicking in quite a bit. You have some cards that are a little disturbing with the Three of Swords, which is miscommunication. So you might find yourself talking to other people and feeling that your words are either landing flat. Hi, Sally, I saw your message. Sorry, I'm up. So you have the Three of Swords, and the Three of Swords is miscommunication. Your intuition is kicking up quite a bit more than it ever has before. You're really desiring the private time. You're more social than you have had to be in the past. So Four of Cups and the Three of Cups are kind of the opposite cards from. I'm seeing that you've been a little more social than you've wanted to be, and that's caused you a little bit of stress. We have the Three of Swords in next to the High Priestess, and what that tells me is even your intuition is really telling you that there's certain things going on, but nothing is being talked about, nothing's being discussed, nothing's being, and even if it is, it's just twisting and turning in the wind. It's not even coming outright. And we have the Five of Cups, which is distrust. So the Five of Cups is, I always call that the Loch Ness monster, where people are saying that it's there and it's not. And they're giving you this really random proof. They're like, that doesn't prove anything. So you're having a hard time vetting people's information. You're having a hard time trusting what they say. It's not matching up with what they're doing. And so you're walking around, it's pragmatic. It's like the only word I can think of for that card. It's just being pragmatic about how you're interacting with others. So Five of Coins, there's some things that Taurus wants to do that they are mapping and wanting to see if they can plan their future and plan what they do with their money. Nine of Coins and the 10 of Coins tells me that there's some contracts in the future for you, quite possibly some mediation that might even be purchasing a business or purchasing something that involves a contract. Let me see here. The Sun card, though, in play allows us to know the Two of Cups and the Sun card lets us know that balance is going to be restored. And that by the time the summer is over, everything will be restored in such a way that you feel comfortable, balanced, excited. The Sun card's all about reward and it's all about like harvest and enjoyment and pleasure. It's the sun, it has everything within it. So we get to enjoy a little bit more. The only thing about Taurus right now with the Knight of Swords is Taurus is not excited about change. Taurus is stubbornly holding on to how things Aries was. Let's pull a card for you from the Mystic Dreamer for the Taurus moon reading. Book your one-on-one, karmaondeck.com, so we can look at your relationships. This used to be relationship spread. If you want a general spread and see how things are going, karmaondeck.com. Please like, subscribe, and share the YouTube channel. Come on there and you can see picture in picture. That's also Karma on Deck. Join me in the Tarot 101 classes, Thursdays, Tuesdays, and Saturday afternoons. Jump in where you want. It's a 6-week series. Once you take the class, you can revisit, re-audit any of the other classes moving forward. So if you want to play with that, hit me up, karmaondeck702@gmail. Let's see what your Taurus moon reading looks like. 6 of Wands, which is victory. 5 of Swords. See, now that card was a theme. Okay, the 5 of Swords was a theme for Aries as well. 5 of Swords is one of those cards where it's a fight, like an argument, a fight, a disagreement, going back and forth. I see victory for you, which is the 6 of Coins, but I'm also seeing the Knight of Wands. So you might be expecting a apology coming your way. I am seeing some Ace of Swords and then the 4 of Wands, which represents relationships. So even though things are looking a little bit chaotic right now, it might be bringing some information forward that allows you to make better decisions for your future and how you're handling other individuals. Temperance. Balance is the key word for Taurus. We have the Temperance card. She has a cup. She's pouring from one to the other equally. She's sitting in a river, so she has abundance of plenty. However, she can only take as much as she can carry. So this is about balance. The Hierophant in play references stubbornness and arrogance. So sometimes it's good to be stubborn and a know-it-all, right? It's good to be in an expert situation if you know what you're talking about. If you don't, it's just stubbornness. So play on that a little bit and see where you stand. Do you know what you're talking about? Or are you just being an ass? Because sometimes it's like, I just want to say no, not for any reason, just because I don't want to deal with whatever's on the other end. So the Hierophant can be the flip of the coin on that one. You're like, this means that you're stepping into a place where you know things and you're being asked to lecture on it. However, the Hierophant typically shows up as somebody who has a little bit of a level of arrogance, a little bit of a level of like, I already know and I don't want to hear. Okay. The Hierophant is in play for you as well. I'm sorry, the Hermit. So the Hermit, I apologize. The Hermit is gathering evidence. So either you're sitting here making a list on other people with this Hierophant card, which tells me that you have something that you want exactly. You don't want it to be any other way. However, humans aren't made perfectly, so perhaps it's time for a little grace, because stubbornness is going to get you in trouble, Taurus. I do see things playing out in your favor. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. I mean, they always do. If you're on the like path of enlightenment, you're really doing the work and you're making sure that you're looking at your own behaviors. Are they reactive or are they purposeful? If you're doing the work, of course, it's going to work out in your favor, especially if you're clear, alert, and aware. However, I do see that there's a 4 of Swords, which indicates that you're cutting people off. You're ghosting, or not ghosting, but you're just not talking, or you're cutting things off before they get too big for you to handle. I'm seeing the 5 of Cups, which is regret. You want things to go back to the way they were. You're not enjoying what's in front of you because you want what you can't have. So Taurus wants something that isn't in front of them, and what's in front of them isn't satisfying anymore. It's like, it's good. It takes care of what it needs to take care of, but it's not really what I want. So Taurus has got their focus on something that's, that they have to build or go back for. I'm seeing the Sun card for you as well in this deck. So that's your congruent card between your general spread and your moon reading. Every single one of you guys always get a card that's the same between readings. So yours is the Sun card. Gotta enjoy yourself, guys. You can't just be focused on things that can't work, things that are stuck. Start the movement, because when you start moving the wheels, engine starts to turn. Love and money is the same energy. So if you're abundantly receiving or abundantly giving, that affects your money. It affects your heart. So we have the Sun card of congruence between both of these readings. And the Sun card being fulfillment and fun and celebration. So get out there and enjoy and celebrate a little bit. I do want to say that you are making excellent choices here with the Hermit card playing the way that it is the Hermit card tells us that you're gathering evidence. And what I mean by that is you're really starting to make a plan. So one of the things that I've been talking about in the dating series, Welcome to the Jungle, is that, we often, most of people's problems in dating nowadays, they're not clear on what they want. And if you're not clear on what you want, you have an indecisive energy, you're going to get whatever comes along. So you find yourself in a situationship a year from now because you didn't clearly say, hey, I want a relationship. Or, hey, I don't. I just want someone to hang out with. So if that's what you're looking for, I'm not equipped. So the problems that people have are because they don't know what they want. So they get what they get and then they complain about it. The best way to shift that is decide what you want and speak to it. You may have to shift some of the energies that are around you or the relationships and speak to them and be like, look, I want more of this, or I want less of that, or this isn't working. Or you can say to people, this is what I'm holding out for. Because indecision breeds mediocrity. Nobody wants to be lukewarm. We all want the number 10 relationship with the passion and the drive and the friendship, the companionship, the understanding. And people don't want to be used as a commodity. Right? So how are you to be seen if you just play like, I don't know? So the evidence card, the Hermit card, is really telling us that you are looking, planning, designing, taking down notes, writing out things that you want, deciding, getting clear. So there you have it. There's a few other cards in here. Six of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Both are referring to victory. The Six of Pentacles is about you coming back with the reward, with the medal, with the honors, and the laurel wreath. We also have the King of Pentacles, which is our leadership. So you're being asked to step into some leadership regarding your finances, finally, and watching where you're going next. You also have the Ace of Pentacles, high level of financial abundance, which is what you're moving into based on this Hermit card. So let's pull a card for you from the Mystic Dreamer. All right, Divination of the Ancients, and see what your final card is for this week. Thank you for hanging out with me. Please go onto my YouTube, guys. That's where I want you. And you can see the cards laid out on the table. It's a lot easier. I don't have to pull up for you. All right, so this is your card from the Divination of the Ancients. And it says Mystical Clouds. I haven't seen this one in a while, so let me pull it. This might even have to do with something that has to do with illumination, pointing things out to you. All right. Ooh, a wonderful gateway has opened up for you, and you're experiencing mystical occurrences. Hello, Ascension. Do not discount these encounters as mere figments of your imagination. Please don't. Call me if you're having trouble trying to figure out what you're doing with Ascension signs and symptoms, ringing of the ears, changes of appetite, visions, dreams. My expertise. What you are witnessing is very real, guaranteed. So use your natural and psychic gifts to explore the esoteric realms. Allow the images you will see in the sky above and the loving voices you hear gently guide you. As you become a visionary, you will experience the elation of connecting with the supernatural. Free yourself from worry. Find peace of mind through meditation. I can't talk about that enough. Journey with your guides and angels. It's fun. I look forward to going to bed now, and I used to have insomnia. Ain't that some shit? Release control as you float into altered consciousness and defy the laws of the physical. So many people aspire to a state of nirvana, and you are on your way there. Your incantation for the week, Taurus. A mystical kingdom exists in my mind. I seek the signs in the clouds, and there I shall find a touch and a whisper, the call of my name as the clouds lift me higher, and there I shall. I'll tell you what, meditation is fun. Traveling is fun. Seeing your ancestors, seeing what's meant for you, seeing different bits and pieces of your DNA and what your are like. One of the funnest thing I've ever done. So thank you for hanging out with me. Like I said, join me, karmaondeck.com. Find out some of the services you can play with there. I will catch you guys on the flip side, and I'm going to come right up after this, and I will be doing Gemini. So thanks for hanging out with me, guys. What I always say, love is the answer to every question. Catch you in a little bit.